What's up, y'all? It's Xavier DeRusso, sipping on my Air One drink with some good vitamin C in it. If I sound a little sick, it's because I was in Utah this past weekend for Sundance Film Festival, and it was as cold as it possibly could be, but I had a great time. Shout out to Bryce Hall and his whole team. They flew me out to Sundance because Bryce has a new movie coming out in April called Scale House. It's really, really good, but I don't want to spoil it. Now, today, we're about to get into some things. So by now, I'm assuming that you guys have seen that video of Selena Gomez. Got to keep an eye out for Selena. She is crying in 4K about illegal immigrants getting deported. It's like, girl, you love criminals that much? What a shame. So I will be reading Selena Gomez for filth. What else are we talking about today? So Selena Gomez, we're going to talk about that Colombia situation. Colombia is the definition of F around and find out. And trust and believe they found out. So now they're moving accordingly. So we're going to be getting into that. That was the really big story over the weekend. We're also going to be talking about the media being lazy. I think that needs to be called out because Breitbart has an excellent article on that about how all these different media outlets are complaining that they have too much work going on ever since this new administration took action. We're also going to be talking a bit about, there was a woman of width who got denied by Lyft. And one of the big stories that I want to talk about is this New York Magazine hit piece. So we're going to be covering all this on Respectfully Xavier today at 3 p.m. I'm just giving you guys a little sneak peek. That's 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. if you are on the East Coast. This New York Magazine article is really, really interesting to say the least. Shout out to my friend CJ Pearson. He had the party of the weekend in everybody's opinion, if we're just being objective about it, mind you. The Power 30 Awards, which was literally hosted by a black man and honored a few black people, or at least people of color, yet the party was deemed as racist. And I definitely have an inside perspective on this, not only as someone that was there, but also the fact that the journalist who wrote this hit piece hit me up a couple weeks ago asking if I could take him around to some of the different parties. As we talked about last week, the inauguration weekend had probably 40 or 50 different parties going on, and Xavier's on the list. So he hit me up asking if I could take him to these different places. Now, what's crazy is I had a little bit of suspicion because I looked at some of his work and saw that he has historically been very left-leaning. And when he hit me up saying how he wanted to show how fun conservatives were, I'm like, So I got him on, or I requested to bring him to one party. Shout out to Spotify VIP. Spotify had a party, and they ended up responding with putting him on a blacklist of having his photo ready because he was already on the list of journalists that are completely banned from coming to any of their events. So I didn't invite him anywhere after that, but he was certainly invited to a bunch of other places. And now there's this horrible hit piece that, if anything, part of it makes conservatives look really based, and then part of it just has us looking crazy. And there's an allegation in there that I'm transphobic. So today on the show, I'm going to be answering the question and the allegations, is Xavier transphobic? So all that and more today on Respectfully. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure that you go back and watch the first episode. Last Thursday was the inaugural episode of Respectfully. I really appreciate all the great messages, comments, and shares that you guys gave it, all the feedback and support, even constructive. It is really, really appreciated. associated with this whole new operation we have going on here. So again, tune in today, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're about to get into some things.